Stop everything. The world's richest dude, Elon Musk, just crashed his own company's earnings call, demanding $1 trillion. Yes, $1 trillion. And his reason? He needs that cash, or really the power that comes with it, to control his future robot army. This is exactly what happened at Tesla this week. Elon cut off his chief financial officer to argue why shareholders must approve the biggest payday in history. This package could make him the first trillionaire on the planet. We are talking about enough money that if you earned $1 every second, 24 hours a day, it would take you 32,000 years to get there. Elon wants it in 10. He is already worth about $490 billion. He's the richest person in the world, hands down. But apparently, that's not enough to keep him focused on Tesla. The ultimate deadline is fast approaching. Shareholders vote on November 6th. If approved, this new compensation plan would raise his voting influence in Tesla from his current 13% up to nearly 29%. That's a massive jump in power. Why the sudden intense power grab? It's all about the robots, people. Elon is literally building a robot army inside Tesla. He says he needs enough voting control, that nearly 29%, so that if he builds this enormous army, he can't be easily kicked out by critics who have no freaking clue. He told investors straight up he doesn't feel comfortable building a robot army and then being ousted by some asinine recommendations. The truth is, he has threatened the Tesla board. He warned them he would abandon Tesla completely and focus on his other ventures unless he secured this increased control and was fully paid for his past services. It's the ultimate ransom demand. Give me the power or I walk away from Tesla. And who are these critics he hates so much? He calls them corporate terrorists. These are proxy advisory firms, mainly Institutional Shareholder Services, or ISS, and Glass Lewis. Their whole business is telling major institutional investors, like huge pension funds holding your retirement money, how to vote on company issues. These firms are telling shareholders to vote no on the $1 trillion payday. Why? They say the pay package is astronomical. It's too big. They warn it could seriously dilute the shares held by existing investors, potentially cutting the value of their ownership by about 11%. They also point out that the pay structure is ridiculously generous. Musk could earn tens of billions of dollars just by hitting some easier partial goals, even as Tesla fails to achieve the ultimate massive targets. The board's oversight is totally questionable, too. Critics say the board is too cozy with Elon, and they aren't ensuring he dedicates his time to Tesla instead of his many, many other companies. But Elon says those firms are clueless. He claims they have made many terrible recommendations in the past that would have been completely destructive to the future of the company if followed. Musk's core complaint is that half of all publicly traded shares are controlled by passive index funds, who essentially outsource their voting decisions to these corporate terrorists. He believes these firms dictate corporate governance without having any actual financial stake in the outcome. Let's look at exactly what Tesla has to achieve for Elon to get all that money. This is where the deal goes from big money to science fiction. The goals are absolutely insane. Tesla needs its market value to soar to an eye-popping $8.5 trillion. That is bigger than any company in human history. For perspective, right now, Tesla is valued at about $1 trillion. It needs to multiply its value more than 8 times over the next decade. To hit that $8.5 trillion valuation, Tesla must transform from a car company into a technological empire powered by artificial intelligence and robots. The specific operational milestones include delivering 20 million vehicles. They also have to roll out 1 million robotaxis and produce 1 million of their humanoid robots, Optimus. Elon is betting everything on the robots. He has even claimed that 80% of Tesla's ultimate value will come from the Optimus robot. He says the Optimus robot will be Tesla's biggest product of all time, leading to an age of sustainable abundance where the robot can even be an incredible surgeon. This whole insane spectacle happened right as Tesla reported its third quarter earnings, and the financial reality check was harsh. The company missed profit estimates. Net income plunged 37% compared to the same time last year. This happened despite Tesla delivering a record number of vehicles, almost 500,000 in the quarter, bringing in about $28 billion in total revenue. Why the record sales? Customers rushed to buy cars before a big $7,500 federal EV tax credit expired last month. This artificial surge pulled demand forward and won't last. So they sold a ton of cars, but made way less money. This is a huge problem. The reason for the profit miss is simple. Expenses went completely bananas. Operating expenses skyrocketed 50%. Tesla blamed this on massive spending for AI research and development projects. The company also got hit hard by tariffs, costing Tesla about $400 million this quarter alone. Meanwhile, critics keep pointing out that Elon is wildly distracted. He runs multiple companies: Tesla, SpaceX, his AI startup XAI, Neuralink, the Boring Company, and X. He split his time for a federal government role, too. The board members who created this colossal pay package are accused of being too close to him. They have been found in the past to have conflicts of interest and not looking out for regular shareholders. This isn't a new drama, it's a repeat. Tesla tried to give Elon a massive pay package before, valued at about $56 billion. A Delaware judge ruled that package illegal, saying the board was controlled by Musk and misled investors. Tesla tried to reapprove that $56 billion package with a second shareholder vote. The judge rejected it again. That original case is still being fought in court today. In response, Tesla moved its legal home from Delaware to Texas, trying to find a friendlier court system where Musk has more control. And the board, seemingly terrified of losing him, gave Elon an interim award worth about $29 billion while they appealed the judge's ruling. That $29 billion alone is the largest interim executive payday in history. And now they're pushing the $1 trillion proposal. It gets even crazier because the board is playing dirty with employee compensation. They bundled the proposal to refill the stock reserve for all 120,000 employees with the proposal to give Elon a separate massive reserve of stock, just for him, 208 million shares, worth about $90 billion, not tied to any milestones. This reserve was drained previously to pay Elon that $29 billion interim payday. Now, if you want the rank-and-file Tesla employees, the engineers and factory workers to get their stock options, you also have to approve Elon getting 3.5 times the shares set aside for every other employee combined. This is nothing but leverage. This is about power, pure and simple. If he gets the deal, he increases his protection from investors trying to challenge his increasingly chaotic corporate control. But despite the financial risks and the opposition from major advisory firms, analysts expect the $1 trillion package to pass by an overwhelming margin. Why? The biggest fear factor. The moment Elon threatens to leave, the stock tanks. Investors are absolutely terrified of losing the Musk magic. They believe his crazy, over-the-top promises about self-driving cars and robot armies are the only things keeping the stock ridiculously valued. Tesla stock is currently trading at about 250 times its expected profits. That is completely bonkers compared to the rest of the market. Elon is effectively telling shareholders, approve the $1 trillion and give me the power, or the stock bubble bursts and everyone loses their shirt. It's the ultimate high-stakes gamble. Give the world's richest man a blank check for $1 trillion based on fantasy robots and self-driving cars that still require safety monitors. If shareholders approve this, they aren't just giving him money. They're giving him unparalleled power. Power that can influence elections, shape policy, and operate beyond traditional checks and balances. This is how corporate power consolidation happens right in front of your eyes. You need to pay attention because what happens at Tesla sets the stage for the rest of corporate America. If you like hearing the cold, hard truth about market madness and corporate chaos, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next breaking story, and ring that bell so you get notified right away. I'll catch you next time.